Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. Reba here. Well, today I've had a call out of work for 2 days in a row because my allergies have been so bad. I haven't had a fever or anything like that, but I've just been super super mildly, I guess is that a thing? Congested, just a tiny bit, not a lot, just barely there. And I've just had a headache for like almost 4 days now. Like, it just kind of felt really tired and yuck. And one night the headache was so bad, it was just pounding. So I was really glad that I had made videos earlier in the week before I really had started feeling really bad. Now I have eaten a couple things this last week that had MSG in it. So I don't know if I've ever had a reaction like this before to like a product with MSG in it. So that might be it. I might have just been having residual for something I ate like that. So I just don't know. I know that my body is very sensitive when it comes to certain things, and I am slowly reteaching myself what types of food to eat that are better. Like, I cook a lot from scratch now, and I'm growing a lot of my own fruits and trying to grow vegetables. However, anybody who's been watching me and following my journey here at Gooseberry Homestead, along with my family and I, know that the rental that we are currently in, the people who had lived here before us actually buried a lot of their garbage in the yard. Like, every single time I use a shovel anywhere in the yard, I dig up trash. And I'm not even joking when I say this. Every single time I pull up trash. It can be paper bag, or it can be plastic bags. It can be metal bits. I've dug up knives, old kitchen utensils, broken glass, pieces of pipe that look like I don't even know what they went to. Question mark. I didn't want to really touch it. I found that the other day. And today we have 10% chance of rain, and apparently we're getting the 10%. It's actually raining on me a little bit right now. But I don't really think it's going to come down too heavy, and if it does, it won't last too long because it's pretty spacey. And as I say that, it starts coming down. We're just going to film anyways without an umbrella and all that jazz. So I've been thinking, I went through my raspberries the other day, and I am really, like, I only really want to keep what I really truly love of the plants that I'm growing. And so there was a couple varieties of raspberries that I had in my collection that I had traded with some gooseberries for a couple years ago. And honestly, the flavor was just meh. There really wasn't anything to it other than it's just being a mild raspberry flavor. Now, somebody who's wanting just that mild raspberry flavor, it's great for them. A little bit of sweetness and that mild raspberry. But I really, from what I found, I really love that pizzazz that comes along with certain fruits. And so I wanted a little bit of pizzazz and a little bit of zing to my raspberries. So I went ahead yesterday and I divvied up my pots, and I managed to break the out of the 2 pots that I had, I think, and then there was another plant in with one of my white blackberries. I went ahead and I divided them all up, and I ended up with some of those little 1-gallon pots like this right here. And I did it right here. I sat on the ground. Now my cardboard's all wet, but I sat here on the ground on the cardboard just so I was comfy. And I did that right over here, and I used some pots that I had and divvied it out, and I ended up with a division of 7 different varieties, not varieties, but 7 different groupings of those raspberry plants, and only one of the sections had raspberries that didn't have any berries on them, but they will next year. So that was really encouraging. And then I turned around, popped them up on like a Let It Go type site, and I put $5 per container, and within a matter of minutes, people were messaging me and asking if if the items were still available, could they get them? And I ended up selling all 7 of them yesterday, and $5 a pop. And I was not feeling good yesterday or the day before, for that matter, with the headache and everything. I guess migraine, but like nothing would really make it go away. It was still there. Finally, I'm feeling a little bit better today, but not fully. And so I'm out here and I'm like, you know what, we're just going to do a video really quick and talk about some of the stuff that's gone down in the garden. Anyways, so yeah, so that's what I did. And so I ended up making, like, those seven plants, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, $35 right there. And then one of the gals that came by, we were both wearing our face masks when we were doing the trade-off and that sort of thing. And I ended up bringing my sewing machine out front and showing her how to sew face masks. And she ended up buying 2 of my prototypes, and because she didn't know how to put the nose wire parts into the face masks. And there's a lot of videos online that show people how to make the face masks. And I'll probably end up redrafting a new complete pattern, all my own, completely. Like, I had gotten a face mask pattern off of a YouTube channel, but it was all in like another language. And then I redrafted it, and then after that redraft, I redrafted it again. So I ended up giving her my second drafts. I gave her photocopies of the original pattern, and then I also gave her copies of my next draft up from those, but I still have my the ones that I'm using currently. So yeah, so I did that, and I was like, you know what? There was a reason why I held on to those. And normally, if it's one that I don't really want to use, normally I just chuck them and toss them in the trash if they're really not what ones I really want to use. But there was nothing wrong with them, so I just passed them on to her. So I knew that the Lord had me keep them for a reason, and she was the reason. So anyways, yeah. So that's what I did yesterday, and actually helped take my mind off my headache for a little while. And it was really, really nice showing her how to do that, because she's been making some of her own, but she wanted to be able to know how to do it better, and make them look like the way I had mine. So I was really, really happy I was able to help somebody. And she ended up paying me for the materials and one of the finished prototypes, and she really liked the fabric of the one. I normally don't show people that fabric, and and she loved it so much, and so she ended up getting that for me too. So yeah, I was really, really happy I was able to share. And so then I ended up making $10 off of the 2 fabric bits that she was really loving. And so she was going to be able to make herself 2 more masks. She'll probably end up keeping them for herself because they're really, really pretty fabrics. So I was really, really encouraged. It was really nice. And she was a fellow Christian too. And we just really talked about the Lord a lot. And it was really, really encouraging. And it really, really took my mind off of my headache. So I am feeling a little bit better, but not fully. So I haven't had to take any more Tylenol though today, so that's good. So anyways, you guys, that's what I did yesterday. So I'm down 1 plant now, and or 2 plants, 2 pots. So I've got 2 empty purple pots here, and I'm thinking I might end up planting something that, like, vegetables or beets or something like that in them, and not putting something that will be growing forever, like raspberries, or they come again every year. So I'm thinking something more short term. So anyways, I'm really, really excited about that. Or possibly, I don't know, I might jazz it up. I don't know. I don't want to like completely glue myself to that. I might end up changing my mind. Who knows? Maybe I'll put the elderberries into these purple pots, because I've actually been thinking they might grow a little bit better being in a little bit bigger pots all by themselves. And so I might end up doing that, and then they'll have a better drainage, So it's something I'm thinking about, although these pots tend to like to fall over if they get a little bit top heavy with plants like that. So that's why I'm thinking vegetables. So that's what I'm thinking about doing, or possibly even using like these buckets right here. And then I had some more that my husband and I pulled apart that would work great for the elderberries. So I'm thinking about doing that. So that's something to do in the next couple days. Might even start on it today. And then one other thing I'm thinking about doing is I've been on the fence back and forth all summer long with this Blue Sharp blueberry down here on the end, and it's just now starting to get blueberries, and there's a couple more that are ripe on it now. So go ahead and taste test it, but I'm not going to put taste test in the title because it's so far in the video. So I tasted one the other day. They're good blueberries. They're sweet. So if you really like sweet blueberries, this one's a really great one. But I am thinking I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass this blessing on to somebody else while it still has its fruit on it and it's ripening, so that somebody else can benefit from it, because I really want to only keep the plants that I truly, truly love. And this one is not one that I truly, truly love. So with that being said, I'm going to be letting the blueberry Sharp go, and I do need to come here in a little bit and harvest off of this. This is my Patriot blueberry, and it is completely loaded with ripe blueberries, and some of them probably are overripe. They're starting to drop off, so I need to get them picked. Not as sweet, a little bit more tart, and has a lot of flavor. And then, oh my gosh, look at this big one on the Spartan right here. Oh, so awesome. I'm gonna taste this one. So good. Definitely. I really love the kick and the pizzazz. Definitely not as sweet as the blueberry Sharp, but I can always add sugar to these, and these have like a flavor kick to them, which is really, really great. And so I love that. And oh my goodness, Blueberry Gold's got a few on here that are ready to go too. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one a try. Oh, I shouldn't have picked that one. Let's go get one of these ones back here. I'm gonna do this one right in the middle. There, that one came off really easy. I don't know. I need to try that one again. I don't know. I'm not really sold on this one. Yeah, this is that one that I said in that one taste testing that I said it kind of tastes like pine needles. I'm not quite sure if I'm digging that one. I'll have to have my husband try it and see what he thinks. If he loves it, great, we'll keep it, and I'll have him come out maybe today and taste test some of these other ones. Now we do have some ripening on the Legacy, and it almost ready to start tasting those ones. But I did find one the other day and I tried it, and I really didn't care for it as well either myself. See, everybody's taste buds are different though, you guys. So find what you love and grow what you love, and only grow what you love. So that's why some plants come and then they end up leaving, because if they're not going to taste good, I don't have time for it. So we'll let it be a blessing to somebody else, because somebody else's taste buds are going to be completely different than mine. So with that being said, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. And thank you so much, you guys, for coming along, liking and subscribing, and please start commenting down below, you guys. Yes, I do grow in container pots, and it's because of the trash that's buried in the yard. I guess I forgot to finish my thought process on that a little bit ago. But that's the reason why I don't garden in the ground here at this rental, is because I'm always pulling up trash out of the yard. So the ground is healing here, and we're going to allow it to continue to heal. So with that being said, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. Click that bell button. As always, have a wonderful day. Love what you grow and grow what you love. And God bless you all. Bye.